Hi, I'm MrByZ back again. This time to look at the brand new skiff. My skiffs just showed up from Hasbro Pulse. Thought I'd open those up and we'll take a look at them. And I'm going to compare them to both the Power of the Force 2 skiff as well as the original vintage skiff. All right, so if you're like me, you've been awaiting the skiff since it was announced. What was that? That was a Toy Fair, wasn't it? And I ordered my two through Hasbro Pulse, and then of course it seemed like they were shipping out everywhere else but Hasbro Pulse. But mine finally showed up. Now, people have told me they want to see me open the box. I never show opening the box really on my videos because that was part of my vision of these videos is to just get to the point. Let me show you the toy. But if you really want to see me opening the box, I'm going to do that today. So we have the shipping box right here. Let's go ahead and open this up. The shipping box looks very good, so I think everything's going to be damaged. Not that I wouldn't be opening them up. Oh, wow, look at that. I usually use a nice knife to open everything up. There's invoice, oh goody. And two skiffs in there. There's one. You can see how thin that box is. Take a look at the box. We'll look more at that here in a minute. So I ordered two of them, and there are two in here. There we go. And 4 air pillows. Not much there. So let's open up the skiff. Taking a look at the box here. It's pretty nice artwork on it. Interesting that they have this up here. I don't know if I've ever seen a vintage box that shows the actual toy. You know, it usually has like the drawing or something on the back. That looks like that'd be the back. This is the front. Oh, still the same thing. Okay. That's more the back. It's got the credits, if you will, on it. You can see what's on the side here, showing the detail. I love vintage style boxes, so anytime I get these, I always get excited. That is upside down. There we go. I actually display most of the vintage boxes. Did I show you outside already? Oh, I guess it's the same. Okay. And then the bottom of the box. There we go. So that gives you a good look at what the box looks like. Both these boxes look to be in really good shape. Let's go ahead and open this up. See what we got inside. All right. Nothing else comes in a basic, simple thing. Everything's right there. There's nothing else in the box there. I use my knife to pop some of these pieces. They're holding the skiff and everything in place. You know, it's not near as bad as the old days. I don't know how many people have been collecting who watched this for a long time. Oh, that's pretty nice. Let's see what that looks like right out of the box. But I remember having to literally take a big pair of scissors and clipping so many twist ties off my toys. Transformers were the worst. I didn't do a whole lot with Transformers, but I remember like that Unicron. Just clipping so many twist ties off of that. It was a pain in the butt. I mean, it would take you a good half an hour just to get the toy out of the package. And yeah, it was lame. So let's see, we got these guys right here. I don't know what you would call them, weather vanes or something. I don't know. You can see how they're going to connect on the back. I've got 2 of those here, right and left. We got a bag of parts here, and we have a sand base here. See how that works for my display here. So, oh, and we have instructions. I'm actually going to follow the instructions. I always like it when they kind of do the vintage, I don't know if I would call them exactly vintage style instructions. Here's how it tells you to put it together if you really need to see it. So yeah, let's put this sucker together. Oh, there's a lot of pieces to this. You know, I remember getting those Power of the Force 2 skiffs. That was the first skiff I ever got. I didn't have the vintage at that time. And, like, it was pretty easy. You pretty much pulled it out of the package. It was in a window box and all that type of stuff. So we've got, okay, so we have a railing with wires attached, front and back railings here, another railing. I'm assuming these attached to those vane pieces. A couple of clear supports. A door. The rear steering, or I guess how you control it, if you will. And I don't know if you want to, what you want to call this, but it goes over the middle section there. All right, so following, it tells me to put on railings first. So here, now you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, isn't that exciting? So, well, it looks like everything snaps on pretty easily. I don't know about you, I put together plenty of toys where it didn't always snap on really easy. You had to really force it, or it's kind of cool. It's a lot of parts to put together on this. So much that we get nowadays, it seems like you pull out of the package and it's ready to go. And not that I miss putting on a lot of stickers. 80s G.I. Joe fans understand when you bought an airplane and you had to put all those no step signs on the airplane. Oh my gosh, that was a pain in the butt. I'm thankful. My dad actually enjoyed kind of doing that stuff. So he was a model railroad guy, and I'd be like, here, Dad, can you do this? And sure enough, he would. I feel like I'm going the wrong way here on some of this. Yeah. The railings seem interesting to attach. So you have these little holes here. You can see how this is made. I was expecting a little bit more sticking down from it, but I guess that's it. Okay. Just kind of plugs in. Maybe there's a difference here. Maybe it goes on this side. Yeah, here I was talking about how easy it was to put together. Okay. All right. Oh, there we go. Okay, that snapped in place. I think with 2, I am going to be tempted to use that busted railing, but it's going to go against the seam that I've been doing. All right, so now we've got the railings in place. Next, it looks like it wants me to do the base. I tend to follow instructions on a lot of this stuff by the letter, kind of the type of person I am. But it depends, though. Sometimes you can get something that's really easy to put together. Like you open it up, you're like, well, duh, you know. All right, so again, I'm following this literally. It tells me which side to do what, you know, which end of this goes toward what side of the skiff. And oh, okay. Little knobs in here are adjustable. One was a little out of whack. There we go. So now we have the skiff up. Oh, I was worried this was going to sit up really high. That's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. All right, so we got that in there. That's step number 3. Step number 4 looks like these guys. Now, yeah, I'm going to say this right now. If you don't want to watch me putting everything together, of course you can fast forward on the video. I'm totally cool with that. If you feel like the whole thing why you like to watch some of my videos is that I don't show putting it all together and opening the box and everything like that, please comment, because I want to hear from you. If that's why you like to watch my videos, then I will go back to that. I'm totally cool with that. If you wanna watch me open boxes, if that's what you want to have happen and put it together, then yeah, tell me that too. Because yeah, I need to know these things. All right, so attach that to there. Now it's got those little veins on the back, and they do move independently there. Whoop, too independently. Fortunately, I just snapped that on, so it's not that big a deal. Didn't break it. Okay. And then like this can move completely. It's got a ball joint in it. And then this can move back and forth. You do it too much, it wants to come off though. Okay. So we got that in. Next it says to put the little control station thingy in. If you're not sure which way, there's like 2 little pipes or hoses coming down from the front. And there's 2 holes in the base of the skiff as to where they're supposed to plug into. Detail on this is really nice. There we go, snapped in place. Something tells me a lot of this is not going to come back apart when if you wanted to rebox it. So like I felt like that control thing, putting that in was a one of those deals where, although it didn't say in the instructions, usually the instructions will say this is not going to come out again. Like the Legacy Falcon on the mandibles. It says that's not happening again. All right, there we go. We've got a skiff all built. I do have the extra railing for that. Let's go ahead and take a look at this skiff a little closer. So with the skiff, you can see I've got my old skiffs back behind. We'll be looking at those in a little bit. So this piece I had to put in there. You can see you open that up. You've got, like, I guess you'd call it engine detail there. This piece I also put in. Again, you know, it's more detail that we never saw. I don't know if anybody asked for it, but it's still pretty cool. You can see a couple of holes over here and some deals so you can put some weapons in there, I'm assuming. Looks like this is removable too. Yep. Okay. Oh, wow. That is some pretty incredible detail in there. It's, again, nothing that we really asked for, but there it is. And here you can look at that control station, whatever you want to call it, in the back. Very nice detail. Blows away our old skiffs, that's for sure. We do have, like, the blast mark in the front, which is nice. On that side. How do you... Oh. I was trying to figure out this. Oh, that's a nice plank. That is a very nice plank. So much better than what we've had before. That is really cool. So let's compare this to the older skiff. First, let's look at the original Power of the Force skiff. Now, mine is not completely original. I bought this for a pretty good deal. I would say it was about $100, and this is back in the late 90s. For a vehicle I didn't think I'd ever be able to get. But you may notice these railings look a little odd. I actually supplemented pieces that were missing from this skiff with the Power of the Force 2 skiff. So the railings are actually Power of the Force 2. Looks like this vane is fine. I know one of them, yeah, that one. Right there, you can see it's Power of the Force 2. And then the legs are. You know, one day I might go through and update them. You can see there's a slight color difference. But for displaying my skiff, it looks nice. It's just a vintage skiff, you know. Yeah, it's got the main body, and like I said, it's got the forward and back railings. Everything works on it. If you've never had one of these skiffs, it does a couple different things. Oh, there we go. So that lever you can push forward. It actually brings in the landing gear on it. And then this one will retract and put out the plank. And the plank is done so that you put it out all the way, it'll actually drop off to drop whatever poor prisoner is there into the depths of the Sarlacc. And then these fold down. There is this, how do I, oh, there's a button right here, and it's made to, like, launch some guy off the skiff if you want to do that. There are very few foot pegs in this. You can see the one right here on the door that launches off the guy off the skiff, and then the two on the plank there, and that's it. And then the modern skiff, or, well, Power of the Force 2 skiff here, is the same mold, which is why I was able to take pieces from the Power of the Force 2 skiff and put it on my vintage one just to make it look good. It's the same mold, but you can see we've got some new paint and detail here, so you can see, like, we've got the big dent blast hole in there. Other than that, everything is the same. It still has the launching mechanism, and the everything works the same. The plank, the landing gear, the vanes, it's all the same on it. Now you might notice I can actually move this, nobody comes off. I do glue everything down with hot glue. It just makes it easier. If you've watched the video of my collection, you know I have a lot of stuff. If I were to bump one of my display areas, you know, it could be 1,000, 2,000 figures falling over. So yes, everything is glued with hot glue. It comes off very easy, which is why I use that. So like I said, this is the same mold. It just has, you know, a couple extra marks and things, but other than that, it's exactly the same. Can't remember some of the vintage. Oops, something fell. Oh yeah, this does say 1999 on it. I was gonna say some Power of the Force 2 stuff does still have the vintage. What do you call it? Copyright date on it. Now to get an idea, we'll use this skiff. I had a couple weapons fall out there. And the new one, let me take this up. And this, I've got them both about the same in the back. And you can see that the new one is quite a bit longer there. The display stand actually has it sitting a little bit higher than the kickstand, the landing gear on the original. And it's much bigger. It's got more open area to put your figures in. I always felt like this was pretty crowded for mine, so this will be really nice to get all my figures in on that. In fact, I'm going to do that now and show you what that looks like. So you can see what it looks like with everybody on it. I haven't glued anything down yet. Now I do have Vidane, who's the driver. He came with that 3-pack. I haven't opened that 3-pack yet. I'm hoping to pick up an extra Vidane to put loose in here so I can keep those all carded for my carded set. But it looks really good. I think the next thing I got to do is try out the broken railing and see what that looks like. So I put the broken railing on. I've got Lando fixed to it just for fun. This whole thing tilts. If you remember when I was putting it together, you can see we can tilt it all the other way. So you can see Lando really clinging there. But yeah, you can tilt it because, of course, when Lando's hanging from there, the whole skiff is tilted to the side. I'd love to do this and have this scene with my stuff, but it works so much better to have Luke catching the lightsaber because then I can have all of the characters on the skiff for that, which is what I'd rather do. Let me go ahead and put together the other skiff and put the other folks on the other skiff. So I just had to play with the skiff a little bit. I actually took out this back detailing in the middle piece. I had the broken railing on it. I know it's not accurate to what's in the movie, but neither is that. That's only on the prisoner skiff. So, hey, I thought I'd have a little bit of fun with it, make it a little different looking. The cool thing is Pope Snitkin, the driver of this skiff, can finally fit back there. If you saw my old skiff, the way he was shoved in there, like his rubber jacket piece was sticking up over like his ears. There's barely enough space to even try and fit him in there. He actually fits in here pretty comfortably. There's little spots for you to put weapons. I've actually put, you can see a staff there, an axe. I have another Gamorrean staff and Gamorrean axe over here on this, just to kind of give a couple extra weapons. It's pretty cool what they did with this. I gotta say, this is an awesome set. I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish these all up, put them on my display, and I'll finish with that. So when I set this up, I couldn't wait to add the new skiffs in here. You can see what they look like in my display here. The sand color on the base isn't quite the same, and my sand on here is actually from Buttercup Valley. This is the real stuff. So, the color's not quite the same. I may sprinkle some sand on top of that to make it look a little bit better. But you can see it fits with that barge so much better than the old skiffs. I just have the old skiffs just sitting right here for now then. Just kind of off to the side. So, makes for a really cool display with your sail barge and all that. So, I'm pretty impressed. These are very cool.